So this is a rearage case only. Rhonda Underwood is your attorney, so we will have to wait for her. Are those payments coming out of your paycheck?
They were, yes, ma'am. Right now, I'm not working. As of a week ago, first of all, I've been dealing with some health issues in and out of the hospital.
Okay, and, so hold on. You do have an attorney, yeah. So let's wait for Miss Underwood. All right. Yeah. We're gonna go back on the record in the matter of Whitney Wyrick versus Kevin Southwell. I do not have Miss Southwell here, but I do have Mr. or Southwell here. So this is a rearages only case, Miss Underwood, $19,502. We had adjourned this out at your request to allow income withholding payments to start, and there have been 0 payments. And in fact, he's advised me that he has no longer employed. So Miss Underwood, I'm going to send him out in the hallway. You know how to set up the Zoom out in the hallway? Do you ever use Zoom?
No.
Okay. Do you ever use a computer?
Yes.
Okay. So walk out to the hallway, take a left, and you'll see on a podium an iPad, and it'll say start new meeting. Push that button, click on the screen, and then the Zoom number is written on a little piece of tape at the top. Submit that, it'll bring you into my waiting room. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. So Miss Underwood, have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Southwell?
Yeah. And Mr. Southwell, due to some medical and transportation issues, lost his job last week. But prior to that, he has check stubs showing that they were taking money out of his check. And until Mr. Southwell gets employed again, he's willing to go back to paying $50 a week. But he does, he states, have on his phone proof that they were taking money out of his check.
When did you stop working?
Last Monday, I believe.
Last Monday?
Last Monday, last Friday, something like that. My last check I got, I don't have my glasses. I would expect to get on the phone. The last check was the 18th, was the last check.
And how much did they take out for your child support?
$82.64.
Okay.
I mean, I have the last 4 that are on my phone that I can access that shows that they took that $82.64 out of each paycheck.
Okay. All right. And Mr. I don't know who's covering for this, Miss Stevenson or Mr. Vasquez. I can send him down with this phone showing his income stubs. Would it be possible? I don't know. The employer hasn't mailed them in yet. Anybody?
Your Honor, if you got paid on the 18th, that would have probably been in by now, but I don't have this case, so Ms. Stevenson can speak on that.
It's actually not my case either, but if he brings proof down, I'm sure maybe his caseworker can contact the employer.
All right. So, Mr. Southwell, I want you to go down to front of the court when we're done here.
Yes, ma'am.
And provide that copy of the, or show that to somebody. And then I'm going to set this over to December 16th.
Yes,
continue to make the payments. You said $50 a week.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Until you get employment, and then make sure you provide your employer information to friend of the court once you get a new job.
Yes,
so we'll see back on December 16th at 8 o'clock. Stop downstairs and show them that.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. In the matter of Jennifer Lohr versus Kyle Lohr, your hearing's been adjourned to December 9 at 8 o'clock, Mr. Lohr. So you must be in compliance. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Lohr.
You mean because the last 2 payments aren't being made yet?
I have no idea. I'm assuming it's been adjourned because you're making payments, but I don't have any information on your file because it was adjourned. So I don't even have any paperwork on you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Just keep making payments. Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
In the matter of Amanda Clack versus Stephen Clack, you must be in compliance. So this matter has been adjourned to December 9th at 8 a.m. So just keep making those payments. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
The matter of Jacqueline Garland versus Tyler Holt. So Miss Garland, my assumption would be that everybody's in compliance. So it's being dismissed. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.
This is arrearages only. We have an arrearage of $10,329.55. So we were last here on September 23rd, and you were present, and we adjourned to today for you to bring proof of disability in.
Yes, actually, I got no decision.
You gotta talk louder for me.
I ain't got no decision yet.
Okay, you had a hearing, right?
Yeah, all the paperwork was submitted, and then they had to resubmit some other paperwork for I have to see a doctor next week, or no, 2 weeks.
Okay, did you bring any paperwork? Do you have an attorney?
No.
Okay, do you know you can have an attorney basically for free because the disability will pay the attorney? Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
All right, because they pay out for that if you're given disability. So, all right, did you bring any proof of that paperwork that you're submitting right now to your friend, the court worker?
No, I haven't.
All right, do you have paperwork?
I haven't got none back yet.
But you got to have something.
Yeah, from like 6-8 months ago.
Okay, all right, and you have a doctor's appointment next week?
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, and all right. So I'm going to need you to do a couple things. One, you've got to have some paperwork saying that you're going through this process.
All right.
So I need you to bring that back to your friend of the court worker today. All right, and that's Jeff Anderson. You can just come back to the courthouse to the basement, show him whatever you have to prove it, okay? And then I'm gonna set this out to December 9th at 8 a.m. And then I'm gonna, hopefully we'll hear something by then.
All right.
All right, but disability attorneys get paid through the disability program. So you don't have to hire them and pay them. If they evaluate your case and think that you'll be successful, they'll take your case. All right. And I think there's only one attorney in town that does it, but anyway. All right, we'll see you back on December 9th at 8 a.m. Okay. So make sure you bring that paperwork today. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Says the date time set for a show cause. Mr. Williams is ordered to pay $243 a month. You have an arrearage of $833.64, which isn't the worst. We did receive notice from Menards that you terminated employment on July 18th. So are you currently employed?
Yes.
All right, where are you working at?
Evergreen Local School District.
Where?
Evergreen Local School District, Matamora.
Okay, and you made a payment today?
Yes.
And how much did you pay?
$300.
All right. All right, and you have your receipt, right? Because I told me you went downstairs. Good. Okay, thank you. All right, so you, sir, I'm gonna order that you pay an extra $50 a month until your arrearage is paid off.
That's fine.
You want to spit your gum out? There's tissue right there. Until your arrearage is paid off, until they start taking it out of your paycheck, you need to make your weekly or bi-weekly payment online. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And then go down to the clerk's office if you can before you leave and give them your employer information.
I already did that this morning.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So Miss Stevenson, how do you want to proceed today?
Aaron, can we just adjourn this out until December?
Okay. So we will set this out to December 9 and just make sure we get the income withholding and the information. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You can zoom in for that hearing too. So they'll email when they send you notice, they'll send Zoom.
What is the purpose of the hearing?
Just to make sure that your payments are being made. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Overmeyer, are you okay?
Yes.
All right. Are you not? Yeah. So he made a payment. He's got a new employer. You're all set.
Okay. So I'm all set. I can exit out and everything.
You're good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, in the matter of Crystal Colhoun and Jared Harding, Mr. Harding's here in the courtroom. We were here on September 23rd. Mr. Harding didn't appear. We issued a bench warrant. He did contact friend of the court and made a mistake about the date. He paid $500 to recall the bench warrant. He was previously ordered to pay $300 a month moving forward. We have not had a payment of $300 for October. So are you able to pay that today?
I can pay probably half of it today. I'm waiting on a check for the job I'm finishing, and it's
when are you going to get that check?
Hopefully today, but before the 1st.
So you can pay $150 today and the other $150 when you get the check by Friday.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And you know, if you just pay it, then you don't have to come in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. So, all right. So, you know, your friend of the court amount is 192. Mr. Vasquez, do we have a set amount to pay on the arrearages, or is it?
That was the
300
300. That was the 300
okay.
combined for both, Your Honor.
Okay. Oh, he has two?
No, just 192, and then I think you had ordered him to pay 300 towards the combined 192 plus the what 208.
Okay. So that's going on your arrearage to keep you below the felony level. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So go. You can pay the 150 right now.
No, right now. I have to. My wife has the control of our money and stuff. So I have to
What's got to be paid today? Is she here?
Yeah, no, she's not here today right now. But
okay.
It'll be paid before you guys close.
Okay, and then the other 150 by Friday, but that'll be your October payment.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to set this over to December 9. And we always meet on Monday, right?
I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's okay. So we'll see you back here on December 9 at 8 o'clock. If you're making payments, contact your friend of the court worker and he may adjourn it out again. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. This is in the matter of Stephanie Gordon versus Dewan Hennigan. I have Tamaris Hennigan appearing on behalf of Dewan Hennigan. So in this case, this is arrearages only. Mr. Hennigan owes $15,158.83. He did post bond in the amount of $1,000 back on September 13th of 2024 and was ordered to pay $250 a month going forward. He did report Taylor and Colt Barbershop as a new employer. They tried to return Mr. Hennigan's phone call, but they didn't have a correct phone number. No payments have been made.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Ms. Hennigan on behalf of Dewan Hennigan. We just corrected the phone number in Judge Favors Court, and I do have the correct information for Mr. Vasquez. We also just entered it with Ms. Kneisel.
I don't want his phone number on the record, though.
Okay, the phone number for the employer.
Oh, okay.
And the address for the employer.
Okay, good.
So, Mr. Vasquez, are you ready? Yes. Okay. Yes. The actual barbershop is 734 Michigan. And then I also have the direct number for Mr. Hennigan's supervisor for you, 39. Mr. Hennigan has indicated that he did receive a letter from front of the court to turn into his employer, I think they called it a VID number, and he has turned that into the employer already, and he has been directed today that he needs to get the EIN information from the employer to bring to FOC today to assist in getting the income withholding order taken care of.
So is he going to make a payment?
Yes, you can get a payment in and bring that VID in. For
them. When's he going to make a payment?
So when can you make a payment while they're waiting for it to come out of your check?
I can put some form of payment down today.
All right, so Mr. Hennigan, until it starts coming out of your check, you're going to have to make a payment. Yes. So we had ordered, you're supposed to pay $250 a month towards your arrearage. So even though you're employed, check your paycheck every week. If they're not taking it out, you are going to have to make a payment, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when can you make that payment, today or?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to spread some money around and get it paid to give some money today. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so all right, very good. All right, so we'll adjourn this out to December 9th at 8 a.m. to monitor you making that payment, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna, in the matter of Kayla Forrest versus Blake Rinke, file number 2010-35508DP. Mr. Rinke is present via Zoom. Let's see. Mr. Rinke is ordered to pay $242 a month. He has an arrearage of $4,292. The last payment we received was $55.85 on September 17th. This stems, we were originally here in July. Urban Amsteel notified us that you had terminated employment back in September. We have not received a payment since September. We did adjourn the last hearing on September 30th to today to monitor your employment, search, and payment. So, Mr. Rinke, are you working?
I am not, Your Honor. I've had 3 interviews, and unfortunately, I've not heard back from any of them. I did have one last Thursday, though. I'm hoping to hear back, hopefully this week, but I have no idea.
Okay, so where all of you applied?
I have applied at PBG. I have applied at Parker Hannif, Nova Steel, Blue Scope, okay, so the places I've had interviews at was PBG, Parker Hannif, and Blue Scope. I called Nova Steel last week. Their hiring person is I applied on like 2 weeks ago. I called them last week. Their hiring person wasn't in. They were gone on vacation. So I'm hoping to maybe hear back from them as well.
Okay, I'm going to set this over to November 18th. And Mr. Rinke, you know, even in the interim, apply everywhere and anywhere, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I plan on it. It's just when you get an interview or something, you don't want to just keep applying because I don't want to, you know, tell somebody I'm going to be somewhere and then have another job interview or have a job actually set up when I have an interview somewhere else.
Mr. Rinke, your child support's adding up and you're going to be at a felony level at some point. So who's supporting you?
Right now I am back with my mother.
Okay. So Mr. Rinke, we'll see you back on November 18th. And, you know, I don't care if you're stacking shelves, working at the car wash, you better have a job, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. This is in the matter of Diane Hubbard versus Brian Mason, file number 2014-41008 Mr. Mason is present via Zoom. This is an arrearages only case. Your arrearage is $25,813.05. The last payment we received was $346.44 back on September 1. Ms. Underwood is your public defender. Mr. Mason, are you employed right now?
No, I work for myself.
Okay. So are you able to make a payment today?
Yeah, I hired a lawyer out of Las Vegas and he recommends that I start making payments here while he fixes whatever out there. So yeah.
Good. So you did hire an attorney in Vegas. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how much, so this is arrearages only. I just need you to pay a certain amount every month.
Yeah.
So can you pay $50 a week, $200 a month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So I'm going to order that you pay $200 a month. And can you make a payment this week?
Yes.
Okay, and then I'm going to set it out to December 16th to see what happens with the case in Vegas and also to monitor your payments. So December 16th at 8 o'clock, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mason.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
If you got 20 jobs, state of Texas is going to look at 20 jobs. Not looking at rent, mortgage, stepchildren, you help your mom, gas, lights, none of that.